On this very cold day in February, we chose a lighter theme for today's film. Humans in different cultures have lived together with dogs for tens of thousands of years, and have been used their dogs for a variety of purposes, from hunting to guarding duties. By nowadays, the majority of dogs have become primarily typical company animals. Very often we believe that we know everything, or almost everything about our dogs. As a matter of wisdom, we have tried to collect 11 interesting facts for you that few people know, and perhaps at first some of them may surprise you about dogs in general. If you're curious about the rest of the series, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell button, so you'll always get notifications about new episodes. Almost all of us are aware that dogs' smelling is in general excellent, but few know how amazingly. Dogs have an average of 300 million olfactory receptors, compared to just under 6 million for humans. Perhaps the best sense of smell, the English bloodhounds have, who can pick up and follow the 300-hour odor trail for up to 300 miles. Several health studies have shown that closeness to dogs and physical contact with them have positive live effects in humans. According to surveys, petting a dog for 15 minutes alone reduces the owner's blood pressure by almost 10%, and we did not mention walking and the positive effects of physical activity. In the animal kingdom, it is generally the case that larger animals have a longer lifespan than smaller animals, such as the difference between an elephant and a mouse. In the case of dogs, quite uniquely, there is barely an inverse proportionality. Small dogs live longer lives, and larger dogs live shorter lives. It is a common belief that dogs do not sweat at all, and that they cool themselves by panting in hot weather. While the second half of the sentence, the words in connection with panting, are true, the first is not necessarily true, since dogs can sweat through their soles. This phenomenon can perhaps best be compared to human palm sweating. Like a human fingerprint, each dog's nose has a unique design, which means that their nose prints are completely unique. This is so true that before the advent of identification chips, Canadian dog nose imprints were the unique identifiers for dogs from the 1930s onwards. A series of studies by Russian cynologists on the almost 30,000 stray dogs roaming the streets of Moscow tell us a lot about the special intelligence and social instincts of dogs. To the dismay of the investigators, these dogs learned to use the Moscow subway system on their own and knew exactly where to get off the subway if they wanted to go to certain parts of the city. It was also not without lessons that the smallest and cutest looking individuals from a dog team were the ones who always went to the passers-by to beg for food, while the rest of the team was watching. In the 1970s, health specialists first noticed the surprising phenomenon that many dogs can filter out cancer and diabetes by smell the patients. The dogs, who were trained for this, could indicate pregnancy with 100% certainty. In many countries, dogs are used to predict abnormal blood sugar drops, or hypoglycemia, because dogs can smell it too. Although any such comparison is difficult, cynologists say the dog's intellectual level is about the same level as that of a 2-year-old child. The average dog is usually capable of learning and understanding 150 to 160 words, which is also the same as a 2-year-old child's vocabulary. It is also among the lesser-known facts that of all the predatory species in the world, one breed of dog is the most effective. African wild dogs hunting in packs close an average of 50 to 70% of their hunts by successfully killing their prey, which no other predator other than them can do. It is also included in the Guinness Book of World Records. In the history of mankind and dogs, the oldest dog has been estimated to have reached almost 30 years, or 29 to be exact. This age was reached by an Australian shepherd dog named Buey, who was a faithful companion of its owner from 1910 to 1939. There is no specific record or written source of other dogs of the same age that are known. And at last but not least, one interesting thing about the entertainment industry. In Star Wars 3, Ewok teddy bears were also modeled on a dog. As producer George Lucas revealed in an interview years later, as a child he had a not-too-good-looking, button-eyed and shaggy-haired small dog, which inspired him when he formed the models of the Ewoks. This was then further developed by the costume designers of the movie. Well, these 11 points fit into our Dog Specials compilation today. If there is a top or other list you would like to see, please write to us in a comment. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, so you'll always get notifications about new episodes. Thank you very much for your attention.